Okay, here's a fun little interlude. This is Editing Squirrel coming to you live from the interior of her vehicle in New Mexico during my off session. I'm doing some fun exploring. Anyway, that's all to the side. You guys are missing out on what was originally in this spot, which was a laptop mic only squirrel at like midnight who had been editing for like 4 hours. It's hilarious, but it is difficult to listen to because I didn't have access to my microphone. So what happened is I was editing this for hours and I was trying to find the webcam footage. So there's three different recording sessions, I guess, is what's involved in making at least the video that. This might be split into two parts, but there's three recording sessions that went into this. The middle one was an hour and 40 minutes long, and that was basically where I was getting my butt kicked and then, eventually getting to the point of winning. So 3 recording sessions, an hour and 40 minutes long in the middle, right? I could not find the webcam footage for that hour and 40 minutes middle section, which wasn't the worst. It's mostly combat, but I was kind of bummed because you'd miss my reaction to finally beating, Cazador. But then somehow, as I'm editing, I'd finally finished editing the hour and 40 minute long behemoth that I tried to include, as you can see, large chunks of the fight that's happening, so that you guys can kind of see the suffering I went through. For one thing, I don't know if it's happened yet, but that sorcerer skeleton that casts Eyebright and casts all kinds and casts Paralyze and Sleep, frick that guy. That guy ruined me in a couple fights. Hated him so much. But so I'd finished editing it all, and then somehow I accidentally found the webcam footage while trying to find the next segment's footage. And I was like, what? The hour and 40 minute long webcam? And I spent 45 minutes researching, trying to see if there was a way that I could somehow get it to if I lined up the commentary on your webcam, if it would auto detect where I had made cuts and the lengths of the cuts and put them, do that for me. I don't know, there probably is something for that. I couldn't find it, and I was by the time 45 minutes was over, I was I could have just done this myself already. I could be halfway through the edit. So what I did is I manually hand stitched in the webcam footage based only on commentary. And I did that, except for in this 5-minute segment where there's no commentary because I'm locked in and I'm trying to win, and I'm doing my best and I didn't speak much. So I have no webcam footage for this. There was no way I was going to be able to do that. So this is filler for that. Mostly I was kind of wanting to point out also, just during this combat, it's probably already happened by now, but basically you guys are seeing with this is the war of attrition that's happening, where Gale is putting the team on his back, and he keeps, by the time I'd done several iterations of this fight, honestly, and I'd quick save kind of in the middle, and I kept trying to rework things, because if I changed things slightly, Cazador would do different attacks or defensive things, and so, but if I kept doing the same thing over and over, he'd do the same thing too, and it just wasn't working, you know what I mean? But I keep kind of changing things. And having Gale revive Karlach and me over and over, and just watching us die while he also did damage with the sunbeam is essentially what won us the fight. Plus, I cannot take away from Astarion flying around, literally flying, and stabbing the mist all the time, stabbing Cazador mist. He did a great job. But Gale Cleric put the team on his back and healed, because all Karlach and I had to do was draw aggro, and so every time we rezzed, we would draw aggro and we would get knocked down, but it would be fine. And it was key where we were standing also, because I had Karlach and I both on one of the rune things that was drawing power, and so whenever we would drop, we would get the access to the healing power from that as well. So that's kind of what I ended up doing, and I think that covers everything basically. That worked. As we all know, bats can't fly without, a source of gravity at least 20 feet under them. What does that do? Oh my gosh, they're just like going at it with each other. Holy moly. Come on. Come on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you guys don't even know. I've been doing this for an hour and a half, and if this recording stops working, I will scream. Come Oh my gosh, there's nothing I can do over there for him. I'm just gonna keep smacking these things. I desperately need this. I still technically have Sunbeam. I don't know if what I do will ruin it.
Of course.
Or will kill Astarion too, which would be not good. God, I think every time I get off, he like gets the... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. How did concentration break? I just need to like jump, I think, but I don't want to move off of this because he keeps getting healing when that happens. Tanking these bats. If only I was Gale, who is not occupied with other things. Oh my gosh, please, for the love of... Please, please, please. I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream. Okay, we should be alright. We killed him? Do we still have to kill... Is he in the thing? Is he in the sarcophagus? Oh, we can... He's dead. His soul is in the sarcophagus. But now we have everything else to deal with? Including his... Oh my gosh, please no. Please no. Oh no. Ritual sources. How is that even a thing still? He should be dead. Cazador should be dead. I'm gonna lose it.
Smell blood.
Gotta hit him in the toes.
Under their noses.
Striking distance.
Ready for this?
I honestly can't believe that we've come this far.
Moving.
Except
Need some oil over here.
ritual sources. Maybe we gotta like turn all the ritual sources off?
Gone with the weave.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, how do we undo this? Why is the sarcophagus we could loot before? Okay, I was like, we could have looted it before.
No healing sleep for you. Wake up! Get your hands off me, worm! I'm not the one in the dirt.
This is brutal. This has been brutal.
One last thrust. And I'll be free of you. I'll never have to fear you again. But if I finish the ritual you started, I'll never have to fear anyone. Ever. You think me a fool? That I would allow anyone to usurp me, speak the words, and ascend in my place? The runes I carved into your flesh bind you and all 7,000 souls to the ritual. Complete it, and those bearing the scars will be sacrificed, you included. You are simply a means to an end. I made you to be consumed. I am so much more than what you made me. Get over here. We can do this.
Oh, excuse me. What? Also, I'm gonna pause this recording and start a new one. Oh my gosh, it's almost 10 o'clock. I kept telling myself I would end at 9. I'm gonna pause this recording because if this all messes up, I'm gonna be angry. Also, I'm gonna save here because holy cow, what the heck. Anyway, okay, I think everything is working still. I did forget apparently to save the audio, not for this last bit, but for the bit before that, which was like an hour and a half. So that's cool. That's really fun. When I edit that, I'm gonna be really bad. But it's not I don't think a ton happened. I think it was just me trying to do this fight for like ages. So anyway, okay, we have everything working as far as I can tell, and I have enough space on the files that I should be good. Okay, this is bad. You can't finish the ritual, you'll kill all these people.
If we release them, how many people will they kill? Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands? But if I complete the ritual, think of the power I'll have. With me by your side, we can save the city. We can save ourselves.
Look, okay, I have advantage from the ring of truthfulness. Oh, baby. Okay, look at his eyes. Try to see what's driving this. I know what's driving this. But, oh my gosh. Wow, no. No. I need to reload. I had freaking advantage on that. There's no way. I have 5 and a 7. I'm gonna be here all night. I'm not going to sleep ever. Today was the day off. I slept in today. Catch up on my rest, and I'm immediately gonna tank it. It's just gonna... The reloading kills me. You guys have no idea. It takes like 20 to 40 seconds for the stuff to load in. It's agonizing. This is why I didn't reload forever till I saved Shadowheart.
We can do this. If we release... But if I complete the ritual, think of the power I'll have. With me by your side, we can save the city. We can save ourselves.
What? Just barely.
You can see the fear in his eyes, but also the hunger. The thick smell of blood in the air and the promise of power being so close is intoxicating to him. All he can see is the power of the ritual and the freedom that power brings. The freedom to do anything, to be anything.
That's not mind reading, it's just looking into somebody's eyes and having insight. Okay, I know you think this will set you free, but it won't. The power will trap you just like it trapped Cazador. That's a good point. I mean, we didn't get all the, like, rolls on that document or whatever that we were looking at from Visigoth or whatever his name was. But, Cazador didn't used to be like this, right? His master made him this way, etc., etc. It would turn him into Cazador. I'm gonna scream, cry, throw up. I'm actually gonna save again, because I think you get like 5. You get 4 or 5, so we should be good. Please let this work. Please let this work.
You're
Whoa.
right. I can be better than that. But I'm not above
Well, no,
doing
that's
this.
fine. Definitely stab him. I think he's crying. He's crying.
Is it over? Is he...
Yes. He's gone.
What does that mean for us?
Maybe it's a say nothing kind of situation? They're not asking me, they're asking Astarion.
It means you have a
Yeah.
choice. You can hide here, living in the shadows like parasites. Or you could be more than what he made us to be. You can choose differently, of course. But the consequences are on your head.
And what does it
Oh,
mean
now
for
she
them?
has the pasties.
Now, that's a better question. 7,000 spawn, from ancient conquests to stolen children.
Cazador's staff controlled everything during the ritual. If it controls the cells too, you could decide
It's a
their
sick
fate.
staff. Oh my gosh. I don't know. If we release 7,000 spawn into the world, that's like so many. That's so many vampires in the world. But they don't. They're victims. But some of them are probably crazy. 7,000 vampires? Unless I could convince them to help me. It feels very wrong to kill them, but they deserve the same chance you can. Yeah, but they can. I mean, anybody can kill anybody, I guess, right? But like, it doesn't mean just because you're a human or a tiefling doesn't mean you're less likely to kill someone. But vampires do drink blood of humanoids. It's not like everybody else is running around trying to eat each other on the regular, you know. I'll try to release them. They deserve the same chance you got.
7,000
Yeah.
Astarions unleashed on the Sword Coast. It'll be a well-dressed flood of mayhem, at least.
The poor wretches in the cells are innocent. They shouldn't have to suffer just because I lured them here.
I hope that's not a bad decision.
They'll need someone to lead them. Take the tunnels into the Underdark. Find somewhere, well, not safe, but less perilous.
What? No, we can't.
Just try to keep them out of trouble.
7,000? 7,000 of them? Oh, was he in love with her before?
I think we're done.
It
here.
seemed to like
Let's go.
focus on her. Wow. Look at us. Oh my gosh. It seemed to kind of focus on her. I wasn't sure. Or... Whoa. Whoa. Why is he glowing? Item received. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. What did he get? Also, I'm afraid to move. Why is his eyes glowing? That's so sick. Where did Woe go? Where did Woe at? Unless I picked it up, actually. I did.
No time to rest.
Because I'm encumbered. You gain a +1 bonus to spell save, and the creature is affected by your blah 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 blah. Blight was pretty powerful. I can give that to Gale. He's the only one. Wow. Okay. I mean, I know I reloaded, but only once, and this is wild.
That's it. He's gone. After all these years, these centuries. It's really over.
I am so relieved. I thought I was gonna have to kill him for sure. And he didn't have to be an ascendant. Like, he's had a good idea of having like the big spawn, like, I don't know, the more recent spawn, be more of the leaders, sort of. But for 7,000, we just unleashed 7,000 vampires on the sewers. Like, oh no. How's it feel?
I'm not sure. I feel a little numb. What I've lost. What I've gained. It's all so much. And God, all those spawn. Free in the Underdark.
Oh, in the Underdark.
I need some time, I think. Just to let it all sink in.
Yeah.
Let's just go. This place reeks of death, and I want to feel alive again.
You're free. I don't think, he has realized it, but he's like also like not realized it, but also like holy cow, like that's really, it's rough. Like, and we were talking about it, right? We're like, revenge isn't gonna feel how you think it's gonna feel, you know? Rhapsody and the signet ring. Oh, Cazador's love of poetry rose after he read one on the naked stomach of a dead child in his homeland. The child was hung from the lowest branch of a tree. Cazador read the poem and looked at the child, and he knew that here was the art form for him. Horrifying. I'm just gonna send that to camp, and I'll pick up that, I guess. I don't want to necessarily give it to him. You know? Oh. Oh, I was like, did that change? No, it's fine. Oh, so all these were potentially holding cells for vampire spawn. I see, I see.
What's inside?
I was kind of curious if... Oh. Nobody's glowing. I'm gonna turn Speaks with Animals on just in case. Or did I turn it off just now? No, I turned it on. Okay.
Anything of use?
Oh. Oh, okay. I thought we'd all finished up, but apparently not. I just wanted to see if the Gur had anything on them to indicate who they were, you know? The children. I thought they were taking him to the sewers, and I was like, oh no! But they're taking him to the Underdark. And what gave him this? I think that's what's making him glow. But like, bro, we got a nap. And we don't have any more naps. We only have long rests left. We have to walk all the way back out again, I think. Oh my gosh. Is there... Surely. Oh no, we did get that shortcut. Got the shortcut. Okay, I was like... Oh, the girl leader. Okay. I was actually going to go to them. That's what I was going to do real quick before the video ends. But they've come here, so... I mean, Karlach won't be able to fight. Astarion might. If it comes to that. I hope not. Oh, and the dais is right there.
You killed one vampire, but released 7,000 of his spawn. Have you lost all sense?
They were innocents. To kill them would have been an even greater crime. But if you do decide to go hunting them, know they include your children.
They survived?
Well, that depends on how you define survived, really.
Right.
But they are free. They're making their way into the Underdark as we speak.
This is difficult news. We will need to decide what it means. Thank you for what you have done. Slaying Cazador was a great justice. As for the rest, well, time will tell.
Yeah. Also, the Underdark is kind of my home, and I just kind of released a bunch of vampires into there. Although...
Quite exhausted.
Yeah.
A good night's sleep would do me
Yeah,
wonders.
I know. Nobody has any spells left, or anything left. But what was I thinking? Of any place, the Underdark is probably the best equipped to deal with vampires. The Drow will not go lightly. Let's see what the journal says. Oh, good. The Gur people are grateful for our role. We are sure to have them by our side. I thought maybe there was something else that had been added to this. The fate of the Gur younglings. I wonder if Oh, and the pale elf is done. I wonder if there's a way to keep the Gur children from being turned. Maybe if I had gone faster. Oh, his fate is sealed. He would be a vampire spawn until the end of his days. Phew. Can I go?
Hey, there's
wait.
nothing.
Can you help me, dude? With a hag?
I will find my little ones.
Wherever they are hiding, we will see what can be done.
I mean, let me know if you can cure vampirism. That would be pretty awesome. But I was hoping you guys could help me with the hag.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
I pray the spawn will stay in the Underdark.
Yeah, well, your children are in there, so keep that in mind. I know we've already said that, but... I can travel out of here. Time to go to camp. Astarion's thing is cool, but I need a nap. Doesn't look like anybody especially needs me. At least yet. There we go. Next, we'll have to do Karlax. Although, I worry maybe I should leave Karlax for last, because if Karlax goes poorly, then I don't want to play anymore. You know?
That's strange. Knowing I'll never hear Cazador's voice again. Knowing it'll never command me to bow against my will. I'm free from him. Forever.
Yes. How does it feel?
Invigorating. Terrifying. All of the above. I'm still trying to understand it, really. I came so close to losing everything back there. To losing myself. Back at the ritual, all I could see was the power on offer and the safety it promised. I was so blinded by it. Just as Cazador was.
That's what I was seeing.
But you saw something in me. Someone else I could be. Someone who could break the cycle of power and terror that started centuries ago. You saved me back there. I may not have appreciated it at the time, but I do now. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm glad, despite all our differences, that he's able to see that. I worry that maybe the Ascended was kind of the proper way for him, but after doing the insight and, like, you know, because I understand why he wanted it, but, like, again, the way they say it is, like, and the way Neil has talked about, I say first name, but, like, you know, because I can't remember his last name, but the way he's talked about it is, like, you know, breaking the cycle of abuse and, like, you know, all these things, and that's what they basically, or like, it's dealing with the trauma of abuse. And in this, I'm glad we were able to break the cycle, right? They specifically said it like that for a reason, right? So, and I hadn't even thought about it like that. It was just like, you don't want to be Cazador. That's kind of what, you know, sometimes, I don't know much about this by any stretch of the imagination, but, like, sometimes abuse can be a cycle, right? People don't know any other way to interact with loved ones or others besides what they've been taught, which is hurting. And so, despite you hating it, you can become it. You know what I mean? Like, it feels weird, but, like, that's just how it is. And so, like, there's people who are way more eloquent on it than I am, obviously. But, like, I recognize that. You know, like, I recognize what little I know fits into that pattern. So, yeah. I'm really glad. This makes me feel good. Like, I don't think he's going to be like a squishy, you know, golden-hearted vampire anytime soon, but that's fine. He doesn't need to be that. I'm just glad that he was able to recognize that, while the power seemed to have safety in it, if you sacrifice so many people for your own gain, like, you're just another monster, you know? So. You saved yourself. I just gave you a push.
You did more than that. You believed in me. Believed I was enough. Just the way I am.
That's what I've been saying.
When I look at my future, anything and everything feels possible now. You saved me from myself. And let me walk a new path where I can be free. Truly, honestly free. This is a gift, you know. Thank you. I won't forget it.
I'm really glad. I'm gonna cry. Oh, he was so sincere on that. Like, he's free to be himself and not to be like a Cazador. Because like that's a cycle Cazador was perpetuating, right? It was like the thing that was done to him, and it was like it would have been a manipulation from beyond the grave, and like I don't know. I'm just really, really glad. I'm really glad.
You did a good thing back there. I won't dwell on the matter. I know that's not a sentiment you're accustomed to reveling in, but rest assured, your actions have spoken for themselves.
That's not a thing I'm accustomed to reveling in. I mean, I don't mind if everybody wants to be happy.
He'd hate to hear me say this, but I'm so fucking proud of Astarion. He could have had it all, but he kept his soul instead. Wasn't sure he had it in him, but he's changed so much. Overcome so much darkness. Oh, I could smooch that pointy little face.
Could you imagine? Oh my gosh, if she just ran up and smooched him, that would be so funny. I would laugh. My character would laugh. I would laugh. Could you imagine being the voice actress for that too? It's like, oh my god.
What's the story?
I do want to try on. Let's see. Oh, I like those colors a lot, but not sure I like that. She looks good in that. I mean, it's not showing off as much skin as she usually has. I've tried to blow this horn a couple times, by the way, and to no avail. Oh, that looks really good. It's a little formal, but it's very nice. They keep not being able to hear me in the deepest, darkest. Oopsie, oh, gall. Oh, not a clothing item. I kind of like this one. It's like casual formal. Formal casual. Or this one's more formal. Ooh. She looks like a prince in shining armor. Wow. I really like the way this looks on her. Oh. I like that one too. What was it? It was that one and... Ooh, I think I like the gold one better, but the other one is really good. Oh, no, yeah, definitely the goldish one. I'd like to give Astarion new clothes, but I don't want to give him anything from Cazador's place. That's weird. And I don't think Lae'zel would look good in any of these. A splendid gold outfit. I should send these to camp, honestly. But I'll forget. I never look in that chest. Oops.
Astarion chose right, and any well-trained Githyanki would have chosen the same. We seek might not for individual power, but for the good of the collective. I may no longer serve Vlaakith, but I still attend to a collective, the allies of the Prince of the Comet, and, of course, the one we've made for ourselves. To seek power for personal glory alone is a farce. Astarion was wise to see
That
it.
surprises me, honestly. I thought she would not.
Honk honk.
Oops.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. These boots have seen everything.
Astarion showed restraint where most others wouldn't. He might not appreciate the sentiment, but I'm proud of him.
I think he'd be a little overwhelmed by it, but appreciative in a little way.
Astarion resisted the allure of Cazador's would-be powers, and I am glad of it. Whatever he would have gained would have come at a great price.
I concur. I'm glad we're all in agreement. I don't think anybody would have been against it. Maybe Shadowheart. Time to sleep the wrong way on my bed. My leg, something's wrong with my leg. Why am I sleeping this way? Oh, it's so nice. When I see everybody all refreshed and stuff, it really is nice for me. I'm like, ooh, makes me feel better. Well, our first successful personal mission, honestly. First successful completion of a personal mission. We failed at Shadowheart, but we succeeded with Astarion. I'm really glad. I'm really glad. Astarion's was the story I was kind of looking forward to the most. And his was kind of hanging over my head, I think, the most egregious, not the most, but the most right now, needing to be taken care of, like as soon as possible. Despite us being in Baldur's Gate Act 3 for so many hours, but yeah, wow, okay, I'm gonna go and pretend to sleep, maybe, but anyway, I should also maybe not be leaning into the camera, I can't see it, it's hidden behind things, but anyway, yeah. Thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate it. I know video uploads have been weird and sporadic, and not even sporadic, but kind of less than normal. And this job really takes it out of me. It really takes up my time. I'm still trying to figure out a balance. It's not working super great, but you know, I'm also trying to make sure I work out in the evenings. I don't walk as much. Like, I'm trying to make sure I take care of myself. But I have been letting some things like a social life and video games go to the wayside. So, you know, I'm still kind of trying to figure things out, but I appreciate your patience if you're still hanging out. I really do. So thank you all for joining me, and I'm going to say thank you to my patrons. I want to say thank you to all my patrons, starting out with my Acorn tier patrons. Thank you so much, Fane, for your support, and thank you so much, Leo, for your support. If I say that wrong, I'm so sorry. I want to give an extra special shout out to my Sapling tier patrons. Thank you so much, Reese Galito, for your support. I very much appreciate it, and I still appreciate the blanket. Thank you. And I really want to say thank you to my other supporter, Sebastian James, my old friend. Thank you so much for your support. I very much appreciate you as well. And I want to give an extra special shout out to my Forest tier patrons who have gone above and beyond in their support of me in the channel and who I truly cannot thank enough. So thank you so much, Christopher, as always, for your support. I treasure it a lot. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Nightshade, for joining the crew up there in the forest. I appreciate you so much, and I hope you're enjoying the videos. So thank you all again for joining me and for being on Patreon and watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.